Johnny the fuck Minerals, who I don't even view as a real human being.
It's guys like Minerals.
Let's have it right.
He's not on my radar. I don't care about him.
You got the Minerals to
one of them brown envelope mobs.
No Minerals.
Minerals. My big up Johnny. Let's have it right.
Do you know what I mean?
Johnny Minerals.
The realness of this guy.
Minerals. Let's have it right.
Minerals FC.
Need proper winning Minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. I'm just a brown envelope, or I'm
Absolutely screwed. Let's have it right.
Brown envelopes.
You brown envelopes from the club.
You got the Minerals to fight for his place.
You are in the woods wronging. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you taking the time out to say that. Cheers. This one's for you. Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
The Minerals.
Minerals FC.
Do you know what I mean?
Johnny Minerals.
Johnny the fuck Minerals.
The Minerals.
In them, we know that they have the minerals with not.
There's minerals that you need.
It's guys like Minerals and
You got the Minerals to
Let's have it right. Minerals. Johnny Minerals.
like Minerals is one of the very vociferous Chelsea fans.
Minerals FC mudded me. I couldn't give a shit about that guy.
Let's have it right.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Can everybody just stop getting shot? So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well, winning life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to piece that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in the description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras, salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to no surrender mentality. And big up to every single one of you Minerals FC Ultras live and locked in. Apologies. Let's have it right. Apologies. It's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. I haven't done a live for a little while since we won the Club World Cup, World Champions and all that. The world is blue. Let's have it right. But I've had a little break. You know, I'm not one of these to just continually put and recycle and make content for the sake of making content. I don't even like that terminology of making content. It's not about that. For me, I come on here, I land it, I say what I want to say, and then I log off, brother. That's it. This is not my job. This is not, I don't gain financial gain out of it. I just do it because I love to do it. I want to give and tell the truth to all the ultras and everyone that supports the channel. And at the end of the day, I'm not selling out for a pound note. I ain't doing that. I ain't selling out what I stand for just to build my channel. Build it for what? What are we building for? To get gigs, to get connections, to get, you know what I'm saying, all the ITK waffle. I've had all ITK waffle. I'm not an ITK, I'm just Johnny Minerals, bro. But I've known a lot about what's behind the scenes. I'm not there for that. I'm here to land it and just say it as it is, bro. I ain't no flip-flop. We don't flip-flop on here. We keep it real all the time. And that is exactly what I do. So for me, personally, for the last 3-4 days, from what I'd seen on X and that, there's been nothing. Absolutely nothing. What I'm hearing is what? They value Nicholas Jackson at 100 million or 100 million plus. Oh, what gear are they on, mate? Oh, what? That's based upon Ekitike going to Liverpool for, what did he go for? Was it 80 million? I don't even know what he went for. Something like that. But because Ekitike's gone to Liverpool for that, oh, we valued Nicholas Jackson over 100 million. What idiot, what director, what club is going to go in the market when they can go and sign Ekitike, who I ain't seen enough of him, but for what I've seen, he's better than Jackson. Who's going to pay 100 million for Jackson when you can go and get, well, you could have got Osimhen. You could go and get Victor Gyökeres for 65 million. So how, I'm struggling here. How is Gyökeres and Osimhen, 50, 60 million. Ekitike is 80 million. And you got Jackson at 100 million. The game's gone. The market's gone. And that's down to Blue Coat inflating the market for all these young'uns. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And this FFP nonsense, PSR, it's killed the game. And it's killed the standards. I just don't understand it anymore. I'm looking at the market. I'm looking at what these players are going for. Like mid players are going for 50, 60 million. You know what I'm saying? Players that are unproven are going for 80 million. And I'm going, yeah, but there's proven ready-made strikers there that are going for less, 20 million less. It's no small change. Those readies, 20 million less. What are we doing here, bruv? So for me, I honestly, that's laughable. Yeah, you ain't getting 100 million for Jackson. You'll be lucky if you get 50 million for the geezer. Yeah, and this is a prime example of Blue Coat's model. Yeah, they bought him for 30 odd million, advertised him at Chelsea, kept him for 2 years, right, as our main number 9. We all saw how that went, and now you're trying to flog him for 100 million, if not more. It's mad, bruv. Yeah, and do you know what's funny? All these content creators, all these accounts that were calling him Baby Drogba are all now like, oh yeah, sell him. We got Dilap for 30 million who got the same goals as Jackson, and we've got João Pedro who isn't really like an established, recognised number 9. He's just not. He's even come out and said, "Oh, I like to play midfield. I'm a bit of a number 10." A similar situation to what Nkunku told us. He's not a number 9, and then Maresca was like playing him as number 9, telling us he's not a number 9. And he doesn't like to play on the flanks. He likes to play as a support second striker. Another one to be offloaded, Christopher Nkunku, who we took to the Club World Cup, played minutes, to have it right. And here we are. Remember his goal where he hit it in the roof of the net against, was it Benfica? To have it right. Very important goal there. But there's no future for Nkunku. He's up to be sold. So Nkunku is a prime example of, like, what are we doing here? These are players that they bought. This is not Romans players. These are all their players. And they told us trust the process and they're here for the long haul. Madueke, another one. Bought him for 30 million, flogged him to Arsenal for 50 million or whatever it was, 50 plus 5 million add-ons. You know, at the age of 23, where he's developed now a little bit, and he's going to go to Arsenal and he's going to fail miserably because, let's have it right, I don't rate him. He's rubbish. You know, I don't. And listen, Arsenal have been signing petitions to not sign him. Well, you've got him now, so you have to drink that all in, bruv. You're a Lego head that you've been backing for phase 5, and you're going into phase 6. Well, let's have it right. Support your players, no? Support the manager, isn't it? Oh, it's not that now. For certain players, it doesn't suit your narratives. You're all flip-flops. All of these content creators are full of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. Do I rate this player or do I not rate this player? No, I don't rate him. I don't want to sign him. But if the manager wants him and the manager thinks he's the right player, then, well, you got to back that, haven't you? Me, I'm a little bit different. You know, I just say it as it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let's have it right. I look at this and I go, players are getting outpriced, overvalued, overhyped. So now I'm hearing from certain individuals, oh, I don't want to sell Jackson. We need to keep him, you know, we need reinforcements. Well, hold on a minute. We just beat PSG. We're ready to cook. We're ready to land. We've had the smallest sample size. And, well, we're up for a title charge next year. So why do you want Jackson when we've got João Pedro and you've got Liam Delap? Where's he going to get minutes? He's not going to get minutes. So you lot are sitting on the fence, as you always do, because it's the safest option. You don't say it as it is. You just go where the narratives go. The reality is Jackson has never been and never will be good enough for Chelsea. So I don't want Nicholas Jackson at Chelsea. Sell him. I don't even care if you get 40 million, 30 million for him. I couldn't give a toss. Yeah? Because the guy was never good enough for Chelsea. Yet you lot back this guy, overhyping him that he's the next Didier Drogba. Yeah? Now they're doing the same crap with Liam Delap calling him Baby Costa. All right? Now they're doing it with João Pedro. He's the new R9. And how long is it going to be till we go for a season? And it's hopefully they land it, or for our sake, for Chelsea, that they land it. But if they don't, they're going to do the same waffle again and flip-flop and go, oh, yeah, we don't mind next year or the year, the transfer with 2 transfer windows later. Oh, let's sell him for 40 million, 50 million. Oh, we value Delap now all of a sudden at 60 million because he's English. He could be the new England number 9, but he's not been great at Chelsea. But look, high potential. He's so young. Doing this whole magic roundabout nonsense, bruv. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The reality is, right, yeah, we can only back what we're served up, and we keep getting served up young, unproven players. That is all we're getting, and we're getting it right now. We're not. What experience are we buying? What actual men are we bringing into this team? Are we meant to be serious now, or what? Or are we still going for this longevity nonsense of 4 or 5 years we're ready to win the title? We're in phase 4. We're coming into phase 4 now. So that's 4 years for all you football manager merchants. That's 4 years, and we're going to just see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Are we not going to go call it a day and go, yeah, right, we're ready to compete, like actually ready to compete. We want to win the Premier League, and we're going to say it with chest, we're going to win the Premier League. No, you can't do that, can you? Because you're buying younger players that are not proven, especially not in the Premier League. And some of them are not even proven in their own prospective leagues that they're playing in or have been playing in. So listen, I don't know what everyone's seeing, bruv. I honestly don't see it. I really don't. So anyway, let's run through all the latest. Liverpool have signed Ekitike. They were always going to sign him. I think they used Chelsea to up that. They wanted 100 million. They used Chelsea like they're using Man United, like a slosh pot, brass in the game, to get everyone's the club that's selling, using Fabrizio and Toothpick Jacobs to get the transfer fees that the selling clubs want. Yeah, they're doing it for Chelsea, they're doing it for every club, and that's the game in the transfer market, in the window. It's always been like that. But Ekitike, he looks like a Liverpool player. He looks like that type. I think I just don't know, he's just got that dipper look about him. And for me, they strengthened. They've got Wirtz, they've got Salah, obviously, that they've signed on a 400 grand a week. They've got Van Dijk, they signed on a 400 grand a week deal. So they've got the winning experience in there. They've got McAllister, they've got Gravenbach, Swarovski. They've got like all the experience, and they're winners. They're the Premier League champions. And now they're adding Wirtz, Ekitike, Frimpong, Gyökeres, who looks very good. And we're hearing them linked to, and I want to salute Tobes because he said ages ago, Rodrigo and Liverpool. Now, Rodrigo's been linked to PSG. Where he fits in at PSG, I don't quite know. They are a complete team. Does he get in on the left over Kvaratskhelia? No, he doesn't. Does he get on the right over Doué? Maybe, yeah. Maybe he does. But right now, they've got a chemistry full of fluidity and a balance in that team. Do you disrupt that? So for me, it looks like Diaz might be going to Bayern Munich, who they're going to pay 70 or 80 million for, to Liverpool. So they'll get some cash through the door. And then you're looking at Rodrigo playing in his natural favoured position on the left. You'll probably have a Wirtz as a 10, Ekitike in there, and Salah on the right, bruv. That's what you call strengthening. That's what you call intent. That's serious levels there. And you're already showing serious intent to win a Premier League title back-to-back. And the slot machine wants to hit the jackpot again. You know what I'm saying? Man City have spent almost $500 million, and they've done a rebuild. We don't know what to expect. What we do know, though, is that their heartbeat in their team in Rodri is back in that team. Is he going to come back the same player? He might do. He's not a winger. He's not a number 10. He's a DM. He's a footballing brain. So I don't know if it's going to affect him that much. It might do. Well, that remains to be seen. But they've made some serious signings. And they're going to up the levels. And they've got Haaland, and they've got players that are winners in that team. And they've got a world-class manager. Then you look at Arsenal. Arsenal have gone for, yes. Oh, Victor Gyökeres, yes. He signed for 5 years at Arsenal for 65 million euros. And I've come to Arsenal to win the Champions League. That's the worst thing he could have said to Geezer. What's he saying there? They've never won it. So what makes you think this guy's going to come to Arsenal and win the Champions League? Delusion of the highest level, bruv. Yeah, absolute highest level. Like, he could have said anything else. Could have said, I've come to win the Premier League and this and that. You ain't winning the Champions League, mate. Yeah, as highly as I rate him, yeah, the geezer scored, what, almost 100 goals in 2 seasons. I mean, it's a joke. It's a cheat code. The reality is, yeah, do you know what's funny, right? I'll tell you how funny in the flip-flop merchantry from the Chelsea fan bases and all these content creators is they were all on their knees begging for Osimhen, who signed for Galatasaray. Mate, I don't understand that one. We're going to have to get Bushy Laba on here to explain that one, because even me, I'm dumbfounded with that. It's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. You might as well have gone to Saudi as far as I'm concerned. What are we doing here? All right. And then Gyökeres, you wanted Gyökeres, and you were on your knees for Ekitike. But these are the same accounts that are now trying to mock Gyökeres like he's going to be a flop. Osimhen, oh, we didn't really rate him anyway, and he's gone to Turkish league. And Ekitike, who's gone to Liverpool, oh, you were wanting him. You were on your knees for that one. And all of a sudden you flip-flop to, we're good, we're stocked up. Let's, maybe we keep Jackson, though, as a backup. Yeah. Is Jackson going to go from being number 1 striker to being 3rd in the pecking order? I don't think so somehow. Yeah. You're waffle merchants. And the reality is you've got Delap and we've got João Pedro. João Pedro, is he gonna be the striker to get us 20 goals plus? Is Delap going to get us 20 plus goals? Because Delap's only had 1 season in the Premier League. He's not Prem proven. Prem proven is at least a couple seasons. What are we doing here? Yeah. I mean, he's come from Championship into Premier League. It's all a bet. Bet Victor's off, but it's all a bet. And there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees with Liverpool signing Wirtz that he's going to hit the ground running. There's no guarantees that Ekitike will. There's no guarantees that João Pedro will, or Delap will, or any of these players that Chelsea are signing will. Or you've got Arsenal with Gyökeres. Maybe he doesn't hit it. Maybe he doesn't get enough time in the Premier League. Or maybe he does. Because sometimes certain strikers, they know where the net is. They know how it is to score a goal. And they're experienced enough and mentally strong enough. And I hate to say it, but as much as Arsenal are bottle jobs, they've got Zubimendi now. Madueke's laughable, bruv, but Martinelli, spaghetti legs. I just don't rate him anyway. So Madueke on the left is probably a little bit of an upgrade for the Goons, isn't he? How mad is that? That Madueke would be an upgrade on Martinelli spaghetti, bruv. Oh, mate, I like bolognese. I like meat on my spaghetti. These lot in North London, they like it dry as you like, clearly, bruv. But Mandem FC is going to infect Arsenal Football Club. Superb. Let's have it right. And then you've got Saka on the right. You've got Havertz. You've got they bought the other. I think they're looking at someone else as well. Have they got a number 10 or whatever? Listen, they've strengthened. They've strengthened. The main strengthening point at Arsenal is up top. Now it's a different conversation, bruv. It's a different conversation because now they have a recognised number 9, a serious hitman, bruv. Yeah? Bruv. I wanted that player. I wanted Gyökeres, and we spoke to Gyökeres, but we couldn't afford Gyökeres because he breaks the wage structure. Yeah? So, can I make sense of it? We've spent 60 million on Pedro, and that's sterling, by the way, and we've spent 30 million on Delap. So that's 90 million. And they bought Gyökeres for 65 million euros, which is about 58 million. Right? One hit, job done. sorted the striker. I'll go one better. We spent 75 million euros on Quenda and Isugo, but we wouldn't spend 65 million euros on Gyökeres. Says enough for me. Says enough. You also spent 55 plus million on Gittins, who's a bench player at Dortmund that everyone's on their knees for. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from our strikers. I don't know what to expect from Kittens. Yeah. Esteval William, we know he's a talent, but we don't. Again, it's all a gamble. The only ones that certified minerals is Cole Palmer and Casado at this point. Oh, and Trev Chalobah. Let's have it right. Reece James. Certified. Cucurella, I'll put in there as well. What we doing here? Is that true? João Pedro has 42 goals in 5 seasons. 42 goals in 5 seasons. Is that it? Just funny, you say, how much do I put in the club? F all, yeah? All right, that's interesting. All right, so why do you lot propaganda making money on players? Or not, or justifying, oh, why should we pay more than 150 grand a week? Why should we pay 250 grand a week? Is it coming out of your pockets? No, it's not. Is it going in your pockets? No, it's not. So the same rule applies to you, doesn't it? Yeah, so don't be writing nonsense to me, bruv. Let's have it right. You know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, yeah, let's have it right. Do you know the guarantees of what we've signed? Are you telling me, yeah, that before we went into this transfer window, you would be signing all these players we signed? So you lot, these were your top signings. You wanted all these, you wanted these strikers, you wanted Kittens, you wanted all these players, yeah? Cool. That's where you stand, bruv. That's where you stand. Another thing is, we're making all these signings up front, but we're not addressing the back line and we're not addressing the goalkeeper situation. But that's changed because Sanchez has proven himself in one game. All of a sudden, we're going to wipe off 3 years. Is it 3 years we've had this geezer? 2 years of absolute dross, the most unforced errors in the Premier League by Sanchez. We're going to go to next season with Robert Sanchez as our number 1 goalkeeper. So you're cool with that as well. Of course, we're ready. We're ready. Let's have it right. Yeah. I'm tired of the narrative. Yeah. And sadly, if people don't like what I say, then it's, just don't watch me. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. But the reality is, everyone else is strengthening, even Dumbo Frank, mate. Yeah. He's got kudos that you lot were all on your knees for. Kudos, bring me kudos. He's going to cook. He's an upgrade on everything we got. No, we got Kittens instead. Oh, no, Kittens is better than Kudos now because we signed him. Flip-flops, yeah? Kudos gone to Spurs. Do I even think he allows us to challenge in the Premier League? I don't think so, no. I don't. What's he done? Let's have it right. And they're looking at Morgan Gibbs-White. 2 very good signings. For their level, that's their level. Chelsea's a different level. We're world champions. We got world champions. We've got to go in the market like world champions. We have to show intent. We want to win the lot. You know what I'm saying? Let's have it right. So let's have it right, yeah. Let me say it for what it is, yeah, because this is the state of the fan base right now, yeah. Is that we got the news yesterday that, let's have it right, I was rattled by it, yeah? And I'm still rattled by it. It's an absolute disgrace, yeah? That we're hearing that Trev Chalobah can go and find another club, yeah? Or they're happy to sell him with the right acceptable offer because Wesley Fofana's deemed higher in the pecking order than Trev Chalobah. How does that work? a player that we haven't seen play fit for not one season since we bought him for 70 million. How does that even correlate? That you're allowing to sell Trev, yeah, who's proven before these owners, proven with these owners. They disrespected him, exiled him, banished him to the under-21s, didn't take him to pre-season, to then go, he doesn't suit the style of Enzo Maresca, yet he's gone to Crystal Palace, come back, played, because their no knees for Fafana can't stay fit, yeah? And where's the guarantee he's going to stay fit for next season, yeah? Plays 2 of our finals, wins 2 trophies, and, funny enough, plays the system of Enzo Maresca. And now, all of a sudden, our Cobham boy is up for sale again. Why? Because he's pure profit. And you'll be the same ones to go, he's not our best central defender. Let's have it right. Trev Chalobah is Chelsea's best central defender. Yeah, he is. And everyone goes, no, Colwell's. Where did Colwell go missing for a large period of that season, bruv? Where was he? Yeah? Where was the consistency? There weren't none. Trev's come in. He's been the most consistent, most reliable, most versatile, and shows professionalism. And now this guy's up for sale. Get out of here. You'll be the same wrong-uns that will go out and go and justify and go, yeah, no, Trev's not our best. Let's get him out. We'll sell him. We'll get the pound note. Oh, we're going to go to Ajax right now to spend over 50 million on Hato. Yeah? Hato, who's 19 years old. But this doesn't make sense to me because Hato is a left-sided centre-back. Well, Colwell plays left-sided. And you said Colwell's our best central defender, so he's not getting over Colwell. But he can also play left fullback. But left fullback means he's not going to play over Cucurella because Cucurella's our best left back. So he's going to be a backup. So we're paying 50 plus million for a backup to Cucurella and maybe to Colwell. And this guy won player of Dutch League. And what's he done? Oh, they didn't win the Dutch League this year, did they? No, they didn't. So I don't understand why the need to sell Trev. What? Disarcy's out the door. They're signing. He's going to be sold. Bendishile, we've told he's going to get shot of. So, but he's left-sided. I don't understand it, bruv. To me, it's very scattergun approach. It doesn't look like we're addressing the main issues. The goalkeeper is an absolute priority. You don't win titles, Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues without having a world-class goalkeeper and a world-class striker. It's just not going to happen. So I don't understand why Trevor's got to be the one that's going to be booted out the door. It's a disgrace. And people will accept it. Not me. I don't accept that. Trev is one of our own, and he's proven himself. And what more does he have to prove? Why does he have to prove anything? Why? Do you know what? He saved their bacon when they brought him back. To have it right. Why? Because the signings they made couldn't stay fit, or they were just rubbish. Badiashile, don't rate him, and he's injury prone. He's out for God knows how long, so they can't sell him anyway if they want it, the pound note. Disarcy, the one they called the Black John Terry, well, let's have it right. He's on loan, and now they're trying to ship him out. Well, who signed him? Winstanley and Stewart. And Fafana, who can't stay fit to save his life, well, you've got to bring in Trev, haven't you? You were forced to bring in Trev, and he saved your bacon. Facts. And now you want to sell him for the pound note. Disgrace. This is why I can't stand this ownership, bruv. This is why I can't stand them, bruv. Because they don't look at anything. They don't hold any value or sentiment and understand what is to be a Cobham player and to prove it, to be successful at a club before and after their reign. And you still want to ship him out for pure profit. It's a joke, mate. Honestly, it's a joke. And on top of that, Petric has signed for Bournemouth, right? This guy, we were PR'd that he's going to be the new number one for Chelsea. That he's going to go on loan at Strasbourg, landed it in Strasbourg, hit number 1 in every stat in Strasbourg, got their player of the year, not Andre Santos, Petrovic, all right? And we've just shipped him out because for what? Pound note, profit. Oh, and it's to do with image rights as well. He wouldn't sign off his image rights. They love image rights in the contract, to have it right. So Petrovic is gone, who could clearly be, he's a starter over Sanchez. I don't care what you tell me. You've had enough sample size of Sanchez that we're going to stick with him as a number 1 goalkeeper. Bruv, what are we doing here, bruv? Heart Attack FC's back again for another season. Listen, this is the project. This is it. You don't know. Everyone's for sale. And at the moment, it's a car boot sale at Chelsea because we got Sterling. Apparently, they're happy to cut their price on Sterling to 20 million. All right. Good luck selling him. And whatever club's going to buy him, we're hearing, is it a Champions League club wants to buy him? All right. Are they going to pay 325 grand a week? Because if they're not, Sterling is going to go, yeah, I'm good. I'll rot on the bench, whether it's at Chelsea or like I did at Arsenal. And by the way, they paid 40% of my wages. Chelsea did. So he's laughing. He's got 1 year on his deal, is he, or whatever he's got. He's going to rot and just earn the dough. So have it right. So he might probably go on loan. And we've got also, what's his name, bruv? Listen to this, PR. This is classic. Christopher Nkunku is at a cut price. Chelsea are willing to knock off 20 million off Christopher Nkunku to flog him. He's now valued at 42 million. This is Fabrizio Romano. So you're telling me they wanted 62 million for Christopher Nkunku? You know what I mean? What justifies him as 62 million, bruv? Yeah, you're not going to get him. So you try and get 42 million. And this is the joke, right? They're saying they're trying to link Jackson to Man United and Nkunku to Man United. And by the way, we'll look at Baby Lurch. So it's a trade-off. But if Jackson has interest from Aston Villa and Aston Villa are looking at Nicholas Jackson, then maybe we might go for Morgan Rogers. Do you see a pattern? It's not actually Chelsea going in the market saying, this is the player the manager wants. Doesn't matter what players, if we can't offload a player there or not, we're going to sign that specific player. Right? No, they're looking to do trade-offs. Yeah? And whoever does a trade-off, they'll end up signing one of those players because they're all on a short list. So have it right. So this is where we are. This is where we are. You know? It's the same old pattern. And we're now linked to Hato. What's he done? Got a bit of Champions League experience. He seems to be rated. So I want to ask all you experts on X and you content creators who are ecstatic that it's going to be a here we go. How much Dutch football do you watch? How much of Ajax have you watched? Or have you just watched a 5-minute comp? See, I can't make any judgment on this Hato guy because I don't watched him. I ain't seen enough of him. So I'm not going to overhype him. I'm not going to go, oh, we've signed a wonder kid. I'm going to see what he does at Chelsea because that's what matters. I'm going to see what he does in the Premier League before I make my judgment. The same on Kittens. Don't know what to expect with him. I don't know what to expect with João Pedro as my number 9 or Liam Delap. So I'm literally going in blind. Yeah, I don't know. I can't go by the Club World Cup. I need to go by Premier League, that level, and in Champions League, bruv. Yeah, so have it right. That's what I'm going to go by. And now we're getting linked to Shavi Simmons, who used to be in Barca's academy. Chelsea tried to sign him when he was 14 years old. So that would have been when Roman was and Neil Bath. So that's quite interesting. And Shavi Simmons obviously plays for RB Leipzig. So we're shopping in Bundesliga again, like we did for Nkunku, like we've done with Werner. And PTSD settings, bruv. So have it right. What do we expect, bruv? I don't know. Shavi Simmons looks a good little player, like technically gifted, can dribble. I haven't seen his GA. He looks all right. You know, I'm not going to lie. You know, he looks like he's got some sort of talent. He's young. He's been around a bit. I have to ask the question. He's a number 10. Well, where's he going to play? You bought Kittens for 55 million plus. and he's left side. Shavi Simmons apparently can play 10 or on the wings, but he's not going to play on the right. You've got Esteval Willian, you've got Neto, and you've got Cole Palmer that all plays on the right. So if Shavi Simmons plays number 10, then Cole Palmer's going to play right. If Cole Palmer plays a 10, where does Shavi Simmons play? And if he does play, that means Kittens is playing, not playing. And you're spending big money on these players. Shavi Simmons, they want what, 60 million, 70 million, whatever they want for him. Yeah. So he's going to want to start, no? You know, all I see here, if I'm being real, is stockpiling and throw the shit and see if it sticks mentality. Like they've done with Madueke. Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka might be part of the deal. RB Leipzig might want to buy Chukwuemeka because Dortmund only want a loan. So now Chukwuemeka's gone in the mix. Can you see where we're going here? It's like, are we addressing what we actually need, or are we just buying players for the sake of buying them? And I'm hearing from Fabrizio relentlessly, keep an eye on Chelsea on Garnacho. So we're looking at Baby Lurch. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Are we going to get Baby Lurch? Bring him. Bring Baby Lurch to Chelsea. Bring him. Just get it done. You know what I'm saying? Just get the deal done, bruv. Honestly, they've been twerking for this guy. And I'll tell you why they want Garnacho. Because he's Argentinian, dyes his hair, bleaches his hair, all right? Slices his eyebrows like Gillette. Yeah? Thinks he's something he's not. He's young. He's on 40 grand a week. You can get him for 40 million. That's pure profit to Man United. Happy days. Everyone's doing a Fonzie, bruv. And that's why they want him, because then they can flip him in 2 years for maybe double. They're going to flip Kittens, because Kittens is like Madueke. Kittens is behind in development and that stage of development compared to Madueke. Madueke is hitting that point now where if you did keep him at Chelsea, you might see, will he be top quality or will he not? I don't think he ever will be. I go by my test. I go by what my track record of watching football is. The reality is Kittens is behind that, and obviously he's not a starter for Dortmund, so they can't be too worried about selling him. So we got Kittens on the left. So they'll advertise him for a couple, maybe a season or two, and they'll sell him for more money because the game is everything depreciates. The transfer fee depreciates on the books. The amortization of the contracts. Everyone's signing an 8-year deal, 7-year deal. It's all financial gain. And this is what I'm saying, bruv. It's just like listen, everyone's in acceptance of it, but you're all happy to see Rodrigo go to Liverpool. But why is everyone lowered their standards now and dropped their standards to, oh, no, we got Kittens and we'll get Garnacho and we get Shavi Simmons. We're fully stocked up. We're ready to go. Are we ready to go? Are we? Because we're going to be spending 2 billion as a total. Obviously, let's not disregard all the money they're making with the players that they're buying and selling. Drewsbury Weddinghall for 1 year, and they're going to sell him to Fulham. That's Enzo Maresca's guy. Oh, he can't get in the team, obviously. Couldn't get in the team last season. Pointless signing. They'll sell him for a pound note. He's depreciated on the books. They try and get 45 million for him. He's played at Chelsea now. He's a world champion. He's a Conference League winner. Let's have it right. Price has gone up. The assets are rising. Yeah. João Felix to Benfica for 25 million. What are we doing here? Viega. They value Viega. Check this one out. All right. Atletico Madrid only want to pay, was it 25 million or 30 million? Chelsea don't just want 40 million. They value him at over 50 million. What are they smoking? What? How is Viega at 50 million plus? What's he done? And isn't he meant to be your Swiss Army knife? Like Hato. He can play left side. He can play left centre back. He can play DM. Same PR narrative. Except, do you know what's funny? These lot were calling him proper Chels, yeah? And these lot were lapping him up, going, wow, he's going to be a great little player. And now you're happy to sell him. Because now your new flavour of the month, your new shiny toy, is the next transfer window with another young'un that you think you know all about, that you don't. And at the end of the day, we don't know what to expect. And you're going to overhype him with all the brown envelope copy and paste merchants, and all the YouTube accounts are going to overhype all this shit. And we're going to go round and round and round the magic roundabout when we don't just buy the ready-made established players. And I'm not talking about buying a whole team of them. I'm saying let's buy 3 of them. Yeah? Get a ready-made striker, ready-made goalkeeper, ready-made centre-back. You don't have to keep going to market to keep going in and out, in and out. They do that specifically because it's all about flipping pound note. Nothing's here for the long haul. I don't see any. Why is Enzo Fernandez not untouchable on the untouchable list? Cole Palmer, Casado, Colwill, and Reece James are all now untouchable. We were only told Casado and Cole Palmer. Now Reece James is in there, and so is Colwill. What about Cucurella? Why is he not untouchable? Being probably one of our best players. What about Enzo Fernandez? You lot love Enzo Fernandez, bro. Yeah, set me right. What are we doing here? No, he's getting linked to Real Madrid for 110, 15 million. And you think this guy's going to turn down Real Madrid? What are we going to do? So what? We stockpiling the midfield. Shavi Simmons, number 10. Yeah. Rodgers, number 10. Not a winger, number 10. Yeah. Cole Palmer, number 10. Esteval Willian says he favoured positions number 10. All right. There's a common theme here. Yeah. Is that everything that Chelsea are buying are all what? They're all attacking players, whether they're wingers, number 10s, or strikers. You think Dilap won't be flipped for profit eventually? Of course he will. You think if João Pedro does land it and he does look a baller, let's have it right. I mock the calibre and level of the signing. He looks all right from the small sample size. Let's see what he can bring to us. But if he has a proper great couple seasons and a Barcelona come in for him, why they gone for Rashford, bruv? Mate, that is nuts. Yeah, alone. What are you buying him for? He's like a blindfolded roadrunner, bruv. Yeah, why would you want that at Barcelona when you've got ballers there already? You got Yamal and Rafinha, Pedri, and you'll bring them Rashford. Nuts, absolutely nuts. Oh, that's right, PR, sell shirts, isn't it? But it's a slow league, so he might do all right. You know what I'm saying? But I have to look at it and go, all these players that are stockpiling on, all these attacking players, most of them are unproven or have been there or thereabouts. They're paying pretty decent money for them. But they'll get sold. And if they don't work out, like Jackson, Madueke, Chukwuemeka, Wedding Hall, Viega, Felix, it's not that he didn't work out. It's just that he was a pawn in the deal to get Conor Gallagher money because Atletico held them to ransom and said, you got to take João Felix off our books and we'll take Conor Gallagher and you can get the pure profit and the rest is history, yeah? Who else? Oh, Trev, you want to sell, yeah? You want to sell Trev, yeah? So I can see a common theme here that no matter what, they still seem to be offloading their deadwood. You got Nkunku there to be shipped. Disarcy, Badashile. The list goes on, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can see Garnacho. I want Garnacho to come, you know that. Because Garnacho's better than Gittins. At least I've seen Garnacho. At least I know he can play in the Premier League to some sort of level. But he's a very greedy little baby lurch. Yeah. If you're expecting him to cross the ball into João Pedro, who doesn't score many headers, or Dilap for that matter, or Cole Palmer, or Neto, I don't think anyone scores headers, do they? How many of our strikers actually score headers, bro? But he's not that type. He's very greedy. And let's have it right. Garnacho, you know, you might get the best out of him. But listen, it's a red flag. What's Goldfish going to say if we signed Garnacho? Now, I'm not putting this geezer on a pedestal, and I don't really like bringing him up because he's a sellout snake. Let's have it right. Bloodline and all that. But the reality is, yeah, it's good for me because it means they're not taking any notice of that wrong'un. They're not taking his advice. Sign him. Because everyone's right now going, Winstanley, we love you. Stuart, we love you. I heard they've signed. Let me actually confirm that and smash the like button, everyone. Chelsea have brought in a consultant agent, Ali Barrett, to assist their recruitment team in a deal for Shavi Simmons. He's helped on so many deals at Chelsea for the owners. They want this one done. So I wanna just understand this. They're hiring a consultant agent called Ali Barrett to do deals and has done deals. We'd like to know what the other deals were, and is it for signings that we've actually shipped out, bought in and shipped out? But this is the same kind of thing with Mendes, right? But also, what's the point in having Winstanley and Stewart? So are they not good enough to negotiate? Of course, they can't negotiate a mobile phone contract, as we saw with all the other deals. Look at Victor Osimhen deal. What are we doing here? Yeah. Look at the Operation Elise. Yeah. What are we doing here? In fact, Joe Shields got promoted to director after that because he was so embarrassed he wanted to leave Chelsea because of how we missed out on the Elise deal. Well, now he's balling at Bayern Munich. What are we doing here? There's plenty of other deals that fell through, but everyone remembers that. They did try to force Gallagher to Tottenham, but he's proper Chelsea said no. But what's funny is Goldfish will 100% overhype Garnacho, bruv. Baby Lurch. I guarantee it, bruv. All of them. They'll all be hyping him up. They will have to. Yeah? Because they do as they're told. All of these creators, they do what the narrative tells them. And who dictates the narrative? Blue coat. Let's have it right. They're the facts. It's exactly where we are. Apparently, this is according to Patty. Yeah. Arsenal and Gyökeres' agent are in regular contact. So he put this out on 8th of May. Arsenal and Gyökeres are in regular contact and had discussions recently. Gyökeres open for Arsenal move. Amorim wants him to stay. But if anyone meets 80 million euros fee, Sporting Club will sell. That was 2024. And he put Chelsea not interested. Red X. Yeah? Red X, bruv. But now you've got all the goons doing all this, getting all excited. They've got their own players doing it. And it's funny, bruv, because they're all buzzing to sign Gyökeres, which is a fantastic signing. But it's like these lot, all they do is muck around, overhyping, trusting a process that hasn't won them anything since they won the FA Cup. They're going into 6 years. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm scared of at Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, let's have it right. We've had a better season than Arsenal. We've won 2 trophies. But I have heard some right little melts going on timelines and saying that Chelsea have had a better season than Liverpool because we're world champions. Now, I'm Chelsea and I love my club, bruv. But if I had won the Premier League, if I'm the champions of England, and the Premier League is so hard to win, you're telling me that because we won a competition with one game that was really the biggest game of the whole tournament, yeah, and the dross run we had, you're going to say that's better than winning the Premier League? I'm interested, actually. I'm interested to see what everyone thinks. What would you prefer to win, the Premier League or this new Club World Cup? Have it right. But that's delusion, bruv. A Conference League is an embarrassment. To even bring that to debate is a joke, bruv. Yeah? What are we doing here? Yeah? Premier League, Champions League is all that matters, bruv. Yeah? That's all that matters, bruv. So have it right. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here, bruv? Big up to professional Ross Clark. He says, have the owners showed ambition this summer? No, they're just doing the same old antics. They're just following the model. You see, because we won the Club World Cup, everyone's lapping it up. But to me, the benchmark and the level of where Chelsea are truly at is not beating PSG in a final in a one-off game. That's not the levels. The levels are, can we go through a Premier League season and genuinely, actually compete and win the Premier League? Can we actually go in the Champions League within the season and win the Champions League? We win the Premier League and Champions League, bruv. For me, that's it. I'm ready to back it all the way. But as far as I'm concerned, yeah, the way you're dressing us right now, and I'm looking at how all these other clubs in Europe are acting, how the clubs in the Premier League are acting, and what they're buying, and the managers and the models they're looking at, bruv, they're showing serious intent. And it's clubs that are already above us in the Premier League, in stages, in development, in levels on how to compete. So what? That's where you benchmark, no? Bruv, for me, right, I don't want to hear anyone saying, right, and I've heard it a lot, and this is what they do, these little sellouts, yeah, is they'll go, oh, if we just show that we can compete a little bit in the Premier League and have a good run in the Champions League and maybe win an FA Cup, you know, I'm happy with that. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Yeah, we spent 2 billion. 4 years. We'll be going into 4 years, and you're accepting that. That's what this ownership and their PR has done to the standards. And they've bought all these platforms to push out that narrative. Not on my watch. This is what I want next season. Next season, I want the Premier League. Yeah, I want that. I don't want to go into next season going, oh, I just want to get top 4. Now, you're going to get the PR, and I'm going to tell you fresh off the pan, bruv. Yeah, let's have it right. This is what they're going to PR. Enzo Maresca's going to come out like he did last year, all right, when top 4 was a distant memory and everyone was turning, all right, and everyone was calling it out to only flip-flop more than Javier's on the market because of a Club World Cup or a Conference League. It's mad to me. And getting top 4 last game of the season doesn't erase everything that's happened during the season. But let's have it right. Enzo Maresca come out and said, top 4, no, that's for next year. It's a 2-year project just to get top 4. But the PR will be this year is, well, we're ahead of schedule. We got top 4 last year, which wasn't, I was under no pressure from the ownership to get top 4. Right, even though Matt Law said before we recruited Maresca, whatever manager comes in, you have to get top 4. So they flip-flop the narrative to suit them so that they don't look bad. All right. And the fan base keep on the ball and everyone's buying into their shit. This season, he's going to come out and go, well, we've exceeded a target. We've won the Conference League. We've won the Club World Cup. Everyone wrote us off, and I didn't expect us to win it. It's a fair play. I put my hands up to have it right. We've exceeded that. This year was actually the plan to get top 4. So if it all goes tits up and we don't win a Premier League and we don't challenge for the Premier League and we have another bad patch as this manager tends to have as a track record, yeah, because he was the one asking for experience. What experience are you bringing him? So I don't want to hear Enzo Maresca come out and go, oh, we're young and we're not ready to compete on all 4 fronts of every trophy and we're not ready to be in a title. We're not in a title charge. We're not challenging for the Premier League. We're not ready to win the Champions League. It's a long process for 5 years. I don't hear that shit out of this gaffer's mouth because all I'm hearing now is Enzo Maresca's desperate for Chelsea to get Shavi Simmons, desperate to get Liam Delap. He's negotiating for João Pedro. So it's all on this manager. This manager's been backed. The PR's telling you. I know he's not, but I'm just saying this manager's been backed. So now, as they're all his signings, like they were Pochettino signings and they were Jellyfish Potter signings, where they never were, all right, but you hide behind that narrative. All right, Enzo Maresca has to test out going, well, I've been backed. We've blown another 200 to 300 million. I've got reinforcements. I've upgraded in every position that I needed to. There's no excuses now. You have to win the Premier League. As far as I'm concerned, like, what's the point then? What are we doing it for? The only way you can maybe go, do you know what? I'll give it as I would give this as a pass, yeah? If it went literally to the last 3 games of the season, all right, and Chelsea are right there, and we're like 2 points, 3 points behind, and we miss out, and we come second, I am content with that. Like, I think that shows enough progression. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't want to hear, yeah, that, oh, you know, we just had a good run and we got top 4, so we're happy. No, I'm not happy with that. I want to see serious, actual competing to win the title. That's what I want to see, because that's where my standards are, bruv. Yeah, that's what I expect after spending all that money, bruv. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here, bruv? Yeah, what are we doing here? So, as we know, Fabrizio Romano is saying Chelsea are really pushing for Shavi Simmons despite Arsenal interest. So now we're shoehorning Arsenal. This is the normal tactic, bruv. They've just bought Madueke to play on the left. Garnacho's open case, but I'll keep an eye on Chelsea. Chelsea have dropped their asking price by 22 million for Christopher Nkunku and now want around 43.3 million. Simon Johnson, let's have it right. Garnacho wants to stay in the Premier League. I will still keep an eye on Chelsea because Chelsea have always been interested in the case of Garnacho since January. I can confirm to you the appreciation of Chelsea and Alexander Garnacho. Interesting point I'm going to make here. If Chelsea don't sign Shavi Simmons, right, if they don't, but they sign Garnacho, what are you going to say? Because I think that if they don't sign Shavi Simmons, they'll go, look, we tried to get Shavi Simmons because he's the actual striker, the winger we wanted, even though he's a 10. But we couldn't get him, so we're getting Garnacho instead. And they'll serve you up what they really want. Baby Lurch, bruv. I want to see the meltdowns because at the end of the day, he will be the best left-sided player. He will. I've heard some, Neto can play in the 9 position now. But why would you do that when you've got Pedro and Delap? Like, these accounts, these so-called influencers, yeah, they influence the worst narratives, bruv. Like the worst PR. I've seen people write all the different formations, like the 4-4-3s and all that. Yeah, I've seen them. They're going to play the 4-2-1-1-3-1. Yeah, and Enzo can mix it up this way. You ain't got a clue what he's going to do, bruv. Yeah, if he goes back to inverted FC, then we know what to expect. So have it right. But we don't know. Is he going to play like he did in the Club World Cup? We haven't got a Scooby. No one knows what he's going to do, bruv. Yeah. But Garnacho, yeah, I want to see the meltdowns. Yeah. They put hashtag no to Garnacho. I see Pies and Mash. He's back on now. He's certified copy and paste merchant, but he's now back to his little punditry and podcasting. Let's have it right. So the Sympathy Act worked a treat to get the pound note. Let's have it right. We move. But yeah, he couldn't hack it. He probably cried like a little baby because he couldn't stomach the abuse that he got. And I don't agree with abuse, but he couldn't stomach. He realised what it's like to actually tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, well, all these minions that are brown enveloped up to their eyeballs, they come at you at light speed. So have it right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is it Starlink? Elon Musk Starlink. It's just all over the shop, bruv. Everywhere you look, it's there. Yeah, they come at you like that. Trust me, bruv. Yeah, more like that radiation, mate. Yeah, but the geezer, he couldn't take it, bruv. So Pies and Mash, if you can't stomach it, mate, you know, just stick to your copy and paste merchantry. You're better off for it, my son. That's what you are. That's all you are, bruv. What we doing here? Yeah, they like to flip flop. Yeah, and when they can't take the heat, they run away. What are we doing in, bruv? What are we doing here? Big up to Brian. He says, bring me more cups, Blue Co. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals. Long live Chelsea Old Boys and Angry Rantman. Big up to all of them, bruv. Yeah, big up to Brian. He's a ultra member for 16 months. And salute to my Chelsea Empire. Salute to you and happy 20 years with your wife anniversary, my geezer. Lots of blessings to you, bruv. And we'll do a USIC, bruv. What we doing here? Yeah, USIC, greatest, GOAT. Greatest, bruv. What a champ. Yeah. Mental, strong, elite. Bruv. He don't need motivation. Discipline. What we doing here? Let's go, bruv. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. R.I.P. Joey Jones. Salute. Let's have it right. Come on, bruv. What we doing here? The Blue says, Johnny, would you give Blue Co a chance if we compete for the title? No, I've just said to you, we have to go right to the end. I want to see us genuinely right to the end where we might just burn out. You know, we might just not have the minerals to just get over the line. You know what I'm saying? But then you can say, you know what? We're actually competing here. I don't want to, listen, the narrative is we've beaten PSG, the best team on the planet, right? So we're ready. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. I don't want to hear this nonsense, bruv. Yeah. But what I'm worried about is the same kind of overhyping that everyone's doing on the signings we're making, bruv. Yeah. Jackson's priority, according to Fritz Romano, is to stay and fight for his place at Chelsea. If that's not possible, he'd be keen on a move to United. Of course he would. Yeah. But I'm telling you now, United, mate, I'll be shocked if they buy him. I'll be shocked. What are we doing here, bruv? Check these stats out. Victor Gyökeres, 73 million euros, because he's with the add-ons, yeah? 220 career goals, 65 assists, and he's age 27. Hugo Ekitike is 95 million euros, 50 career goals, 25 assists, bruv. Yeah? And we've signed Delap, who's got 12 goals and, 2 assists, I think. And João Pedro, how many goals? Someone said he got 44 goals in 5 seasons. So you can do an average there. Gyökeres is the finished article, bruv. And that's why you pay the wages and the money. Now, apparently, Renato Vieira is pushing to join Atletico Madrid and their project as soon as possible. Simeone wants him. And we know what Simeone's like with his defensive tactics, bruv. So again, same old. Let's go and let me just have a quick look because Hato's agent, Humphrey Nijman, says, yes, the club Chelsea has contacted Ajax. The only thing I can say is that Jorel is now going to talk to Chelsea. And apparently he's agreed personal terms. So obviously they're not going to go in and do deals or put in bids if the player doesn't agree to their Kindergarten FC wage cap. But again, I'll reiterate, we are banking on Pedro to be our clinical striker or Delap. So again, we don't know what to expect, but we haven't gone for like the finished article to go, right, we're ready, we've done, we've addressed the position. We've gone into this is our 7th transfer window. Remember, Pornstein said to us, you can judge the owners after 4 transfer windows. We're now in our 7th. So he said, this one, we can judge them. All right, exactly. We're going to judge them, bruv. All right. Why do we need a third left centre back? Because that's currently what Hato would be. And because he's young, is he going to be happy from playing Champions League, starting for Ajax, to just be second fiddle to Cucurella or Colwill? Well, he's obviously wanting to come because he wants to come to Premier League. And is he the true cover for Cucurella, bruv? And why do we need another number 10? How many number 10s do we actually need? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I think I've been very fair in what I'm saying. I'm not agenda. It's not agenda. It's just seeing it for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? The reality is all these people, there are no guarantees. Like, you know, when Chelsea back in the day, when we had our team, you knew that every year we were there to just, we're going to win the Premier League. We're trying to win the Champions League. Like, you knew that you were confident with our team from goalkeeper to striker all the way through. You were confident with the squad. And you might add here and there. Was it Tabrat? He used to play for QPR. He made a great comment. He says, I'm bored of watching football now. You know, we haven't got any players like Eden Hazard. It's all very methodical and it's all quite boring. And I have to agree, like, I think football right now, by the way, PSG play, I think they play wonderful football. it's quite boring. And I think Man City have done that to this league. Everyone's trying to play in that way. And sometimes you just need to go with what the DNA of the club is. But obviously, Meatloaf Bowley didn't know who Ruud Gullit was. And Ruud Gullit says, you know, they don't understand the DNA. They're trying to create their own DNA. And everyone's sponsoring this so-called blue code DNA, bruv. Yeah? But they're sponsoring them making pound notes. It's mad to me, bruv. Absolutely mad. Big up Chelsea Empire. He says, no excuses. We must challenge. This is Chelsea. We defeated PSG. We clearly showed we can challenge. I don't want to hear excuses anymore or any BS PR. We won it all. Let's act like it. Much love, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. That is absolutely right. Like, if you're not winning the Premier League or Champions League, who cares? Let's be real. Do you care? Because that's the pinnacle, isn't it? Premier League, Champions League. That's the pinnacle. That's what you play for, bro. It's the most high intensity, elite level, long enduring season. You can't get luck winning the Premier League. You know, not even in Champions League. I don't think you can get luck. You might get in some games, but not all the way through. You got to earn that. You got to be at an elite level to win it. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem. This is a smokescreen. One game against PSG where let's not hide away from the context. Yeah, PSG have played long enduring season. They've played all high level. They've beaten every big team in their way. They've won the Champions League. They won the French League. They won the domestic cups. And they've come to America to play that. And it was the one game, if I'm being honest, where I think they were burnt out. I really do. And I think we showed mentality. We showed hunger. And we were at it. And the tactics worked. And that's why we won the game. But to base Chelsea are back and we're ready to beat Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and every Champions League team to win it all. Stand on it. If you truly believe that, then stand on it. But don't be flip-flopping during the season. I don't want to see it. You see, for me, there is no guarantees. I can't see that. I really can't. So therefore, as far as I'm concerned, this Blue Co project, they're lapping it up. And they've got you all in the palm of their hand. So have it right. You do it because it pays, doesn't it? I saw someone write toxic positivity pays. That's why they do it. Yeah, that's why they do it. They're bullshitters. Yeah. And this is the point I'm going to make. And I'm going to make it very, very clear, bruv. Yeah. You lot are sellouts. And when you sell out, there ain't no going back. Yeah. I don't sell out. I'll never sell out. I'll never go against what I stand for, bruv. Yeah. End of story, bruv. But I see all of you for what you really are. Yeah. And always know that. I want you to know that. I want you to understand that. Yeah. I see you for what you are. You know what you are. You can con everyone else, but you ain't conning me. Yeah. So stay well clear. Trust me. Yeah. Sellouts, I've got no time for it, bruv. Yeah. Get in bed with the devil wears Prada, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I stand for, and I will always be that. Yeah. Listen, all my ultras, yeah. You can see how all of these lot act. Everyone can see it. You can all see it. Everyone can see it, bro. Everyone, mate. You can see it. That's why I get agenda and hate, because they know I know what they are. Yeah. They know it. And you think, yeah, you're going to get away with it. Never, bruv. No one is safe on the Minerals FC. No one. No one. No one gets a free pass. No one, bruv. whether I've worked with you or ain't worked with you, yeah, no one gets a free pass. That's all I got. That's all I got to say on that, and you'll understand what I'm saying. So yeah. Shall we see? Is there been a here we go? I know everyone's ready to go and everyone's excited. They want the here we go. Let's have a look. All right, so Fabrizio Romano on his TikTok, getting his clicks, have it right. The PR agent for Blueco says, Hato could be a here we go very soon. He asked Ajax to join Chelsea. He wants the Chelsea project as soon as possible. Every player wants the Chelsea project. They want a defo contract. Shavi Simmons also close to Chelsea. Conversations under the way with the player. So have it right. Also, Ajax have inquired about Samuels Smith, our Cobham player. So is that to take him on loan or to sell him there? Bruv, my influence is mad. You know that? My influence is mad. Let me show you why. Let me show you why. What's the title of my stream? What's the title, bro? What's the title of the Minerals FC stream? What are we doing here? Big up a Nutty Blue, my geezer. Come on, Jay. Yeah? What are we doing here, bruv? Let's have it right. Yeah? You see, clicks, numbers. The data lies, bruv. Because the data don't have the influence. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the influence, mate. Yeah? So, we uphold our standards. Yeah? Facts. Yeah? Respect. And like I said, Shavi Simmons, Hato, I'm not going to call any judgment on them until I see what they're about. I can't. It's not fair. I don't know. I ain't watched. I can't. I watched the Dutch league. I don't watch Bundesliga. Yeah, but I tell you what, I have watched a bit of quite a lot of Wirtz. I've seen Wirtz, Leverkusen. I've seen Bayern Munich, but Dutch league I don't really watch. Everyone remembers Anthony. Yeah, the wash machine tearing it up in the Dutch league. Comes to United. And they ship him out on loan to Real Betis, bruv. And they can't wait to get rid of him. Yeah? You got to be careful, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Teddy. He says, respect you standing your ground. What would it take for you to support the project? A Premier League win, a Champions League win? Bruv, we win the Champions League. Yeah? You know, that for me, that's the pinnacle. Like, Premier League as well. Champions League to get 3 stars. Bruv, I'm all in support of it, bruv. I won't be. Listen, I detest them. I detest this ownership, bruv. I detest them. They're a cancer. They're destroying football. And it's you know what's funny, yeah? Eunice talks Blueco. He co-signed, let's not forget, he co-signed the exposure of Vivid Seats that took down 400 million. 400 million loss for Bowley and his Vivid Seats, for Meatloaf Bowley, bro. Yeah. It's amazing how the gymnastics happen and you're doing aerobics and flipping all over the gaff. It's mad to be, bro. It's mad. Let's not forget it. Yeah. They were milking every support for a pound note. Shirt sponsor? Have we got a shirt sponsor yet? I'm waiting for that one as well. You know what I'm saying? He was a return of Damak. Yeah, I think it was actually. I really do. Yeah. Bruv, listen. I think he's reading too much in the library. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my thing is this, yeah? Everyone, you stand on business. Stand on business. Yeah? I will be the realist on YouTube, as I always have and always will be. Yeah? Tobes will do it on Twitter. Right? So have it right. Ain't seen no one else landing it, bruv. Ain't seen no one else holding the standards up. Everyone's in acceptance of all this coming in. And the Ottomans, the Gyökeres, the Rodrigos, the Bastonis, the Diogo Costas, the Maitlands, that's all gone out the window. Oh, we don't need that now. We're back. All right, cool. We're back, yeah? I'll tell you when Chelsea are back, yeah? I will do a stream and I will say Chelsea are back when we're back, yeah? So we move, bruv, yeah? Now, what's his name? Suhal. Show a bit of class, yeah? Show a bit of class, a bit of humility. You lot don't know about it. All you do is throw out curses, bruv, yeah? Have it right. For someone that's real and speaks as it is, to show a bit of etiquette, bruv, you know? Let's go. Let's see, Johnny. Let's see where we are, yeah? Let's see where we are next season. We shall see, yeah? We shall see. This is not a gimmick, mate. Yeah. You call this a gimmick. You call me a gimmick, yeah. Do you know what's funny? Yeah. Let me address it now. Let me address it now because I'm sick of these wrong uns coming out with this nonsense. Yeah. All right. You tell me, yeah. While you lot were in nappies, yeah. While you were in nappies, yeah. I knew exactly what was going on in this game. Yeah. I knew exactly what was going on with this ownership. I was telling you lot things you had no idea about. Yeah. I exposed the debt at this football club. I exposed vivid seats at this football club. I exposed the blueprint model while all you're following, all those you follow, those ITK waffle merchants were giving you all this PR shit. Yeah. And I was telling you the real deal, which is why I got blocked by Pornstein, Matlaws, Phillips, Johnsons, all the goldfishes and all these melts that push all these narratives. They're in the pocket. Never forget it. Because what I said from when they took over, it all happened and it was all facts. It's not gimmick. Speaking the truth shouldn't be a gimmick. Saying it for what it is not a gimmick. That's just not how society goes no more. Because you lot are brainwashed into going with what you're told. Yeah? And how you're brought up and how you're trained up to be. You lot are part of the brown envelope matrix. Yeah? I dissect it. I rip it to shreds like a Rottweiler, bruv. In a butchery. And I'll keep on going. And I'll be drinking their blood, bruv. You understand me? Yeah? Don't call me no gimmick, mate. Yeah? If I'm such a gimmick, why does everyone want to use my terminology? Why does everyone want to use my titles? Why does everyone want to use what I do and copy what I do if I'm such a gimmick? Or maybe it's just because I'm just that much of my own self-made geezer that I'm just who I am. People go, oh, I want to take a bit of that from him. I want to do this. Don't ever forget where brown envelopes come from, bruv. Yeah. Don't ever forget who exposed the game. Yeah. All right. That's not a gimmick. It's a way of life. Yeah. I don't want to hear this nonsense, bruv. Yeah. You want your gimmicks? Go to all your sit on the fence, protect my channels, put out my scripted tweets, and push out narratives that I'm safe. And I'm not really giving my opinion, but I'll make out I'm giving my opinion because I don't speak it real. Yeah, that's a gimmick. It's a fugazi gimmick. Yeah. Oh, another word they want to take off me. Fugazi, bruv. Shut up, man. Make your own. Be yourselves. Yeah, let's have it right. Be yourselves. You're all a long way from Starbucks. You always have been. What are we doing here, bruv? Come on, mate. Yeah. It's funny. You bring up Noni, Sancho, Mudryk, Jackson, Wedding Hall, Felix, Nkunku, Sterling, Viega, Badashile, Disasi. We can go on, bruv. How many more players, mate, that they've all bought? These are their players that they're selling. That you lot were all going, oh, they're part of the process. We're going to win it all. Come on, bruv. What are we doing here? Big up Chelsea. It says, not going to lie, bro. I stole that pressure makes diamonds from you, my bro. At least I admit it. No, it's not even about that. Pressure makes diamonds old. Cursor brought it up. Let's have it a salute curse, bruv. What we doing here? Yeah. But that's a well-known saying, bruv. Bruv. Brown envelopes, minerals, all that. That was going back in East End days, bruv. Like, what we doing here? Yeah. It's just people don't talk that way no more. They don't, you know what I'm saying? I do. Yeah, that's how I talk. So I'm going to land it. What are we doing here? Nothing wrong with my ultras landing it, bruv. I'm talking about these content creators, mate. Yeah, that's what they're all about. Bruv, let's not forget the Clown Lake. Yeah, the Clown Lake was all over, bruv. It's all over the Telegraph, Daily Mail, everything I've done, yeah? And all my ultras in support. I've seen ultras scatter. I've seen ultras turn their back on me, bruv. Yeah? That's what I've seen. Yeah? And do you know what? That's cool. You do you. Yeah? I don't want people that ain't here for the battle, bruv. I don't want them. I'd rather not have these people. Yeah? So have it right. The reality is, yeah, all right? No one's got that influence. And that's my point. It's not about views. It's not about clicks. It's not about how many subscribers you've got. That's what I'm trying to prove to everyone. You've got a voice, you use it. Yeah. It's the ones that do have the subscribers, that get the clicks, they don't use it in the right way. They use it to benefit them financially, to protect their image, like these owners using all the PR and the brown envelopes. They do it to get to where they want to be on Talk Sport, on a celebrity show, or to get their top gig, or to work with other big platforms, or to get their major sponsorship deal, bruv. I've said it from day one. The only ones I want to be sponsored by, yeah, is either a Lavazza, a Kimbo, a Milani, bruv, for the Super Grandma, a Stoney, bruv. That's it. That's why Usyk, bruv, GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's a true GOAT, yeah? So have it right. Stands for business, yeah? All right? And he's a champ. He's the GOAT, yeah? Stoney. So have it right. Stoney, bruv. What are you doing here, bruv? Yeah? Bruv, they all flip-flop. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what? Is he claiming we get Magnan? Oh, so he's turning to an ITK. This is the problem. When you swim in the fishbowl for too long, yeah, your eyes start going all big like Sesame Street, bruv. Because you see them brown envelopes, you see that ITK and come in the circle and let's do elephant walks. Get out of here, man. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. I ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for it, bruv. And that's my point. Pressure makes diamonds. And what do we do on my channel? We put the pressure on to keep the standards where they should be instead of all these lot in acceptance of it. I'm not doing that. I'll never do that, bruv. Yeah. You're telling me we're going to get Magnan. We wouldn't spend 18 million for him, right? But we've gone and blown 60 million on Pedro, 55 plus million on Kittens, 30 million on Dilap. We're going to spend a further 100 million plus on Hato and Shavi Simmons. But yet we couldn't just get Magnan deal done. And we're going to maybe mix in a little bit of Baby Lurch in there. Fuck it. Sign it as well. Sign the thing. Yeah? You lot of Jim will fix it merchants, bruv. I'm telling you that now, man. Yeah? You're getting away with it all, bruv. It's the biggest cover-up in the history of the BBC, bruv. Yeah? Dirty, dirty narratives, bruv. Yeah? Donnarumma, Diego Costa. Let's go, bruv. Yeah, we're here for longevity, aren't we? We're here for longevity. That's where we're going to be, bruv. Yeah, facts. So, I'll have a quick look. And I think that's it. If we get the here we go, we're going to talk on it, aren't we? Chelsea value defender Hato at around 40 million euros. That's 35 million. Benchmark is 34 million plus 4.5 million. Arsenal paid Ajax for Julian Timber. This is via Sky. So Chelsea are trying to justify Hato only being worth 35 million, but we're going to value Jackson 100 million. Deluded, outright deluded, bruv. Yeah. So when we're selling players, we're going to triple their value. But when we're buying them, we're going to try and listen. That's good for business, but the reality is you're not going to get away with that. You just ain't. Yeah. Mate, they irritate me, bruv. This ownership, bruv. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's the toxic positivity. Brad's dad. He's back. He's back. He's back. Listen, drinking the minerals. We don't do licking here. Yeah, you lot lick blue coat. Yeah, you lick up mid standards, right? Never lick. You'll end up like the geezer in Dumb and Dumber, and he's on the ski lift or whatever. Yeah, he's rotating, gets his tongue stuck. That's what happens. Yeah, you get all frozen up, bruv. Yeah, because it is literally Cole Palmer FC, mate. What are we doing here? Jeff Daniels, yeah, that's it. Jeff Daniels. Big up to Bobby A. Bro, this is Blue Code. That's Dumb and Dumber, yeah, where they go, you know, they take the briefcase, they find it full of all the readies. They go and spend it all because they're so thick, they don't know what they're doing. They're in the transfer market, just throwing it down, throwing it and trying to get, and then they're going to the Bank of America and JP Morgan and saying, look, can you lend us 702 million and oh, Aries Management, can you give us 502 million and we'll pay you double-digit interest? Oh, and by the way, we're going to show you a briefcase full of IOUs because we might sell this player for double the money, but if we don't sell this player, we can loan him out, and then maybe in a year's time we can maybe get a quarter of what we predicted. But on this player, like Cole Palmer, we're definitely going to triple our investment, so we can give you a nice lump sum. What are we doing here, bruv? Bruv, Ekitike, bruv. Yeah. All right, let's see what he's about. Yeah. Unproven. He's had one good season. He's had better stats than Jackson. So I don't know what we're doing here. You lot are data FC merchants. So if you're going by data and G&A, because that's what everyone seems to go by, yeah, I can't go by eye test because I don't watch that league, mate. Yeah. If everyone else watches that league, then fair enough. But I've watched enough Jackson to know he ain't a fucking £100 million player. Yeah. If he's 100 million, then the game's gone, which it is. I'm not even debating that. I'm not even going to go into that. Well, they're all toxic positivity. It sells. It makes you the P. That's why they do it. That's why they do it. Bruv, like, let's go with Ekitike and Jackson, yeah, on that. All right, so if Ekitike is 80 million, all right, Jackson, what? Is he better than Ekitike? No. So why is he 100 million? And if that's the case, is Gyökeres not better than both of them by a fucking million miles away? So why is he only 65 million? Why is he not over 100 million? The game's gone. The game's gone. I can't, bruv. If Eden Hazard was valued now, or Cristiano Ronaldo, or Lionel Messi at this age, bruv, we're talking billions, mate. Billions. Yeah. The standards have gone, bruv. Yeah. Facts, F1. Everyone. I hope everyone's doing really, really well. And we're all lapping it up. And we're signing every kid that we can sign for big money. And the here we goes are flying out. Yeah. And we're going to be toxic positivity because we're Chelsea are back. Chelsea are back. Okay, mate. All right. Okay. Of course. Whatever you say, all of you lot with your massive channels. Oh, comes great responsibility. Yeah. Responsibility. Jamal says he says Chelsea should sell James and Lavia because of their injury records, and seeing him celebrating James' goal v Benfica, what a hypocrite. Well, it's the thing. They're all saying sell James, sell Lavia because they never fit. So are they going to justify selling Trev because of Fofana, but Fofana's never fit? They flip flop wherever the pound note goes, bruv. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here, bruv? Yeah. It's actually, do you know what it is? It's actually made me dislike YouTube, streaming, and all that. The state of everyone, the way they are, actually, it's disgraceful. Yeah, it's actually disgraceful. It's all clickbait. That's what it's all about, man. They don't want to get a job. They don't want to get a proper job. They just want to sit on their streams and do this all day long, bruv. Yeah. Even if I tried to do this full time, I don't think I could literally do it. Honestly, I couldn't do it. Yeah. You know, I'd rather travel the world, you know, do some live streams of us traveling the world and doing stuff like realness, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to Dusty Rhodes as well. Yeah. He's out in the wilderness and the minerals, bruv. Let's have it right. Yeah. Why don't you get people on here to debate you? Because this is the thing, right? Yeah. Too many people have tried to cancel me, yeah, to get ahead in where they want to get ahead. That's number one. Number two, yeah, I trust no one, right? I have to protect my channel and I have to protect myself. And the reality is, if I'm being completely honest, I don't value or give a shit about anyone's opinion. I don't. I really don't. All I care about is what I think and what I believe. It's a lot simpler like that. And the reality is, it's no disrespect to people. It's the way it is. I've had too many people act all weird. I've had too many people flip-flop. I've had too many people show disrespect. I can't be asked for it. I ain't got time for it, bruv. Honestly, I haven't got time for it. Yeah. What are we doing here? I just keep landing it on all these wrong uns, mate, because they're full of crap. A lot of them. What are we doing here? Yeah. I've had my fair share of debating absolute wrong uns 24/7 that I ain't got the time for it anymore. Yeah. They're snakes, they're liars, they're just waffle merchants, a lot of them. Bruv, I want to sign Garnacho. I want to see it, bruv. I really do. I want to see it. If you sign Garnacho, the owners can't be gone, but the director's gone. It doesn't look like that way, mate. Fact, Stephen, you can't debate with delusional toxic positivity merchants. Exactly, bruv. Yeah. It's like sitting and debating with someone that's going to try and tell you how the world is, right? And that all these politicians and all these people that are running the world are here to, make our life so much better. And they're doing so many good things. Get out of here, man. You stay on that side. I'm not interested in that. I ain't interested in that, bruv. Yeah, I'm too clocked on to the game. Yeah, I know exactly how the game works. I know exactly how the world's run. All right, I know what it's all about. All right, good v evil. I know all the game. I know about the Matrix. I ain't for it, bruv. Yeah, and I don't need to sit with people that are byproducts of that Matrix. It's just, why would I waste my energy on that? I don't get it, bruv. Yeah, bruv, all my ultras are on it, bruv. I'm telling you now. They know exactly what time it is. They know what the deal is. They know what time it is, bruv. Listen, someone very, very connected, high up, yeah, in a deep, deep state, if you want to call it, yeah, said to me, the only thing you can trust on the news is the time and date. And I went one step further. I was like, actually, you know, I don't even think you can trust the time or the date. Do you even believe what time it is, bruv? I bet you lot toxic positivity merchants think the world's round, didn't you? Think it's round like a ball, yeah? Yeah. All a bunch of Mr. Andersons, innit? Agent Smiths, yeah? Agent Smiths, I mean, yeah? It's like people, they'll go, oh yeah, the man really did land on the moon. Okay, so why is the flag doing that, mate? Why is it every time the geezer is interviewed about the landing on the moon, all of a sudden he's a bit nauseous. All of a sudden he's a bit sick. All of a sudden his tongue's been cut off. Yeah? Oh, but don't worry, the TV and the news told you that. Of course they told you that. Yeah? Why, Mr. Anderson? Why do you persist? Because I fucking well can, bruv. Yeah? Because I can. These lot will believe pigs can fly. Yeah? Don't test my intel, bruv, my knowledge. Don't test it, bruv. You ain't ready. Not ready for it. No, but 5G, I'll tell you about 5G's. Heavy radiation, my son. In fact, go and ask Elon Musk about the Starlink. Why so persistent on pushing that out, bruv? Yeah? Go and ask yourself, if you go on the settings on your iPhone, it will tell you how far the phone should stay away from you. Yeah? By measurements to prevent cancer. Yeah? Why do you think the highest amount of prostate cancer has increased in men since the iPhone in particular? Where does your phone sit? Where you put your phone all the time? Right next to your ball sack in your pocket, didn't you? Come on, man. What's going on, bruv? People need to stop reading the news and start actually doing their research. Don't know, bruv. It's mad. It's like Donald Trump, bruv. He's like, yeah, I'm going to release the Epstein list. The Epstein list is going to come out, bruv. Yeah? The Epstein list is going to come out. Yeah? All right, it's not come out, is it? It's not come out all of a sudden. Why? Why is it not out? They're all liars, bruv. All liars, bruv. Yeah? The media, they lie. You control the media, you control the masses. Don't be a byproduct of the media. Yeah? Trust me. Yeah? Real ones will support this channel. Ones that are byproducts of what society is. And society right now, it's an absolute disgrace. All right? Just walk outside your door, walk around UK, and you'll tell me, oh, it's so beautiful to be here. Yeah? What are we doing here? Oh, MXH is bang on it, bruv. He's bang on it. Bang on it. Yeah? One day, ultras, yeah? One day, when the time is right, yeah? I'll land it so bad, so heavy, yeah? People ain't gonna be able to correlate, Yeah, but right now we're going to keep it football. Yeah, I'll keep it football because football's meant to be, you know, escapism and enjoyment and all that jazz. Yeah, what are we doing here? What do I want? I want Chelsea to be winning at the top 24/7, bruv. Yeah. We're in phase 4. We're going into phase 4. I want to win. I want to win. I don't want to win like a Club World Cup and a Conference League is not Chelsea standards. We've won the Club World Cup when it actually was like, you know what I'm saying? The pinnacle, innit? Completes the set. But everyone focuses on what? The Champions League. That is the one. Yeah, we ain't won the league in 9 years, but we won the Europa League, the Champions League, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup, the Europa League. We've got top 4. We've had a transfer ban when we lost Eden Hazard as well. We won majors, right? We didn't do any of this trust the process PR nonsense, yeah? We didn't go and spunk 2 billion, yeah? But now all of a sudden, that's the narrative, isn't it? Yeah, we haven't won the Premier League in so long. All right, we ain't won it now in 3 years with this ownership. So next year, 4 years, let's win it, shall we? Yeah? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Or win the Champions League? Yeah? Until we're winning that, I don't want to hear any of your PR bollocks. End of story. Yeah? You can all chat your shit and go and watch all these other toxic positivity. Yeah? Because I don't want to hear it. This is not the aim of the game, bruv. Yeah? Not the aim of the game. Yeah? I was winning with Gianfranco Zola's, Viali's, LeBouf's, Desai's was winning FA Cups and Cup Winners' Cups, and we were a cup team. We've elevated since then from Don Roman, Ruud Gullit laying the foundations of how we play and instilling a DNA. Yeah? Then we won the lot. Right? Now they've introduced the Conference League that no one, if we were under Roman playing Conference League, it'd be an absolute meltdown, bruv. We'd never be in that, right? And we've all of a sudden invented the so-called Club World Cup All-Stars game to generate money, compliments of Meatloaf, Tout, Bowley, yeah? And now, it's the first competition, so now all of a sudden it's the pin. It's like, get out of here, man. The game's gone. The game's gone. They're trying to reinvent new standards now, new competitions, and try and push down and lower the Champions League and the Premier League like it's nothing now. Joke. Yeah, I'm not going to be a byproduct of that, mate. Sorry. So we are where we are. Yeah, I've still got my Rumble channel. I just haven't done anything on it. A lot of the ultras were struggling with it, and that's why it just made it difficult. But they don't, they're not football focused at all. They're not football focused on Rumble. Yeah, facts, raw. Rumble is for the heavy shit. Yeah, facts. But big up to everyone. Listen, we've done a long stream tonight. I didn't even realise. The Here We Goes will come. Fabrizio will get his pound note. And it will move, bruv. But listen, big up to all my ultras. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe. If you don't, big up to everyone anyway. And we move, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And I am back. I've had a nice little break, to be honest, because there's been nothing to talk about. So I'm ready to land it. As always, I want you to put all your comments down below. And love to everyone that keeps supporting. Everyone else that's abandoned ship or is just agenda. Have a day off and jog on. What we're doing, you know what I'm saying? And respect to everyone, as always. Up the Chelsea, up the Mills FC, win, lose, draw, blue co out. And long live our Chelsea old boy. And I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Let's have it right. So keep your noties on. Love to everyone. Keep winning life. We move, bruv. Keep winning in life. Very important, bruv. Come on.